Good morning and welcome to the Toyota Soccer Center here in Frisco, Texas. This is the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. We're here at the home of FC Dallas. This morning in our 7 a.m. game we have the under-18 boys semi-final. This game's going to be a battle of the Northeast up against the Northwest, with Baltimore Celtic out of Maryland up against the Washington Premier. These sides one game away from a national championship match. Baltimore Celtic making it to these championships, having won the National League Red, while Washington Premier won the National League Black. So two National League qualifiers here. It'll be the Baltimore Celtic in the black and green, playing from right to left in this first half, as Washington Premier in the full white strip will play from left to right. Washington Premier qualifying for this semi-final, having won Group A. They accumulated 9 points, winning all 3 games. They've scored 10 goals in those 3 games and only conceded 2, with a goal difference of +8. Number 6 for the team in white, Ethan Carlson, is tied as the top goal scorer on 3 goals, with Dane Hell and Craig Johnson tied for second place with 2 goals apiece. Baltimore Celtic qualifying, having finished runner-up in Group B. They accumulated 6 points with 2 wins and 1 loss, scoring 5, conceding 5 for a 0 goal difference. Their man, number 10, Justin Geelan, is the other person tied for that joint top goal scorer spot with 3 goals also. This ball switched out to the left-hand side towards Johnson. Johnson will keep it in play, but only going to find a white shirt. Washington Premier opened their national championship campaign on Tuesday with a 2-0 victory over Davie United Sharks. They then followed that up with a 3-1 win on Tuesday over West Coast FC Armour. And they finished off their group stage play with a resounding 5-1 win over Baltimore Bays. Baltimore Celtic themselves winning on that first day on the Tuesday, taking a 2-1 lead over Sparta JK. They then followed that up on Wednesday with another 2-1 win, this time over the Michigan Jaguars, and they actually fell to the eventual Group B winners, downtown Las Vegas, losing by 3-1 back on Thursday. So based on results in the group stage, you'd imagine Washington Premier coming into this game as the favourites to make it to the final. Of course, the winner of this game advancing, they'll meet the winner of Group B winners, Downtown Las Vegas Soccer Academy, or West Coast FC, the Group A runner-ups. Those two teams playing right now over on Field 7. We'll try and keep you up to date with that scoreline as this match goes on. Championship game will be played on Field 7. That's going to be tomorrow morning. Nice early kickoff at 8 a.m. We'll beat the Texas Heat, as that through ball is looking for the run of Stitz, but it's going to find its way through to the keeper. That ball flicked on again, looking for the run of Stitz. It's going to be cut out and laid off by Dane Helle, as we have some rain starting to sprinkle down now. Here come Washington Premier on their left-hand side. That ball inside, cut out by a green shirt. Here's Davis, laying that off for his centre-back. Stitz, to turn inside by Stitz. He'll switch the point of attack. That ball inside now is cut out by Hutter. Hutter, a chance to get his head up and assess his options. He's only going to find the feet of Johnson. Now Johnson with time, looking for the run of Geelan. That ball trying to find a runner in Dela Luz, but cleared away yet again. Cagey start then to this semi-final match. Lots of teams, both teams conceding lots of turnovers here. Ball at the feet of Andrew Holt. Is Dragosix. Dragosix wide now for McCarthy. Davis. Here's Privet. Privet swinging that one out to his right fullback. Privet going wide to Geelan. He'll get it back from Geelan. Privet trying to find a way into the 18-yard box. His touch is going to find the arms of the goalkeeper. Comfort back to the keeper, but that kick is high and out of play. So the rain continued to sprinkle here. Nothing too heavy, just a light drizzle, but that ball's not going to make it through to Stitz. Here's Privet trying to bring it down, taken away by Hutter. Comfort with time for a touch and clips it upfield. Brought down by Carlson, but Carlson can't keep it in. Upfield come the Baltimore Celtic then. Ball again looking for the run of Carlson. Carlson's not going to get there. It's going to be cleared upfield by Holt. Now this ball into the path of Johnson. And Ant Johnson under pressure will win his side the throw. There's McCarthy. McCarthy dispossessed. He'll settle for the throw. Ehart making the run upfield, the big centre-back. As that ball is brought down by Privet. Chance for an opportunity here, and the shot coming in by Luke Davis. A tame one in the end, drifting wide to the left of the goal. Goal kick upfield. Flick on, won by a man in white initially, but it's going to come back the other way. As McCarthy hits the ground pretty firmly. This being a semi-final and a knockout game, if we are tied after 90 minutes, we'll head into two 15-minute halves of extra time, and if we're still tied after that, the dreaded penalty shootout. Here's Privet. Privet looking for an option, finds a white shirt though. Now Carlson. Carlson's ball, trying to hook that one in behind. Wide now, here is the run of Geelan. Geelan, we're getting the ball across. It's a good ball flashing across the 6-yard box. Nobody in there to get a toe on it. It will come off a defensive player and go behind for a corner kick. As Andrew Privet strides over to swing this corner kick in. Right-footed in swinger. He has the wind against him. It's only a slight breeze this morning. Here comes that delivery towards the front post. Headed away by the first white shirt, but Privet will get a second bite at it here. Better ball in towards the far post. Just over the head of the rising Geelan. Goal kick then upfield. One in the air by Geelan. Good win by the wide player. As Carlson looks to bring this one down. Greg trying to find the run of Dela Luz on the left. Dela Luz will battle for it with Lenza, but Lenza winning that battle. Well, just as I said, the breeze was only a light one. The wind's decided it wants to pick up. Here comes a long throw then for Washington Premier. Carlson trying to win the flick on. To be put back wide again by Dela Luz. Here he is, trying to get on the end of the Labarge through ball. Labarge will have a second opportunity. This time choosing to swing it in, but it's wide to the left of the goal. It's going to be a goal kick. Holt then with the goal kick. Upfield looking for Geelan. Geelan rising. Greg Turner, he'll keep the ball with Hutter. Hutter seeking out Dela Luz again. Again, Lenza with some good defensive play, keeping two white shirts off the ball and winning his side the throw. Griffith under heavy pressure by Johnson's going to feed that one into the path of Hele. Hele's into the area here. Good opportunity to cross that one back, but couldn't find the run of Carlson or Greg behind both of them in the end. And now Baltimore with a chance to play out from the back. Up towards the feet of Geelan. Geelan's going to prod that one against the white shirt, but he'll have it back. Geelan now wide for McCarthy. McCarthy 1v1. He's going to try and swing that one towards the 6-yard box. No green shirt challenging. Carlson, good hold-up play there by the big number 9. He'll look for his wide man, Hele. Hele with a flick around his fullback, but can't keep it in. It's going to find its way behind for a Baltimore throw. Griffith. He'll have it back. All the way back to the keeper. Strong challenge there coming in by Davis. He'll win his side a free kick. Looked like a clean 50-50 between the two. Referee calling that one back as the free kick was taken with a moving ball. Justin Geelan almost in at the far post. Dragosix then over the ball for the team from Maryland. Dragosix receiving it short from Knapp. That want to be swung in towards the edge of the 18, and the strike coming in from Brian Lenzer is a speculative one on the half volley. He's going to scuff on the outside of his boot for a goal kick. It's almost a quarter of an hour played here and no clear-cut chance yet for either side. Carlson with the flick on. Hooked up into the air by Johnson. McCarthy trying to find Stitz. Here's Geelan challenging for that one. Strong challenge, but Washington will come away with the ball and they'll win themselves the throw. Knapp up to the edge of the area. Johnson wary of that danger and scuffs it away. Here's Geelan on the ball. Washington Premier coach Kevin Skinner out on the touchline there. Just wants his side to hang on to the ball a little bit longer. They've been turning it over, trying to force play forward, giving Baltimore the opportunity to dictate the tempo of this game. Here it is with the keeper under pressure. He'll hook it upfield. It's going to be met by Knapp. Now Stitz bringing it down for McCarthy. McCarthy can't gather the ball there, and again it's cleared away by Washington. Privet has Geelan to his right. He'll have it back from Geelan. Privet now clipping it towards the run of McCarthy at the far post. He's going to be forced wide. A 1v1 situation. Here comes McCarthy up towards the far post. Lenzer doing well to hang on to the ball here, past two defenders. Lenzer with the delivery into the box. Stitz with the opportunity now. Shot coming in is over the crossbar from Benjamin Stitz. Great chance there for Baltimore to open the scoring. But Brandon Limes in the Washington goal, relieved to see that one soar over the crossbar, and he'll have a goal kick. Good work in the build-up it was by Brian Lenzer, streaming forward from right back and getting that delivery into the near post. Stitz back to goal. Has Geelan ahead of him. Stitz is going to look for a delivery in. It's in towards the head of McCarthy, well claimed by Limes. Good challenge there by Johnson, preventing Hele from coming forward. Geelan, time to turn. Little back heel through for Dragosix. He'll keep it with Privet. Stitz now on the right hand side, having swapped with Geelan. Stepping infield is Stitz. Good piece of footwork there by the forward, but he's cut out before he can get a shot away. Davis. Privet now looking for the delivery. His ball in is going to soar over the crossbar and behind for a goal kick. Griffith infield for Carlson. We'll look back to his centre-back who's going to hook it upfield towards Hele. Now McCarthy with a man to his rear. Does well to get that inside to Privet. Here is Privet, the Penn State verbal commitment for him. Plenty of Baltimore players, either verbally or more formally committed to colleges for the upcoming fall or for next fall. In for McCarthy. McCarthy himself committed to the College of William & Mary. Is an opportunity here for Stitz. He's turned on the edge of the 18, but having it poked away at his feet wouldn't have counted anyways. The assistant has his flag raised for an offside. Brandon Limes then to get us back underway. High upfield, looking for the head of Carlson. Well won in the air by Knapp. Now the ball over the top, trying to find the run of Stitz. Limes clearance. One in the air by McCarthy. Johnson, his touch out of play. Johnson committed to Endicott College. He'll enter as a freshman there in the fall. As Carlson now streaming towards the touchline, getting a delivery in, but cut out by Knapp. Now McCarthy. Knapp again inside for Davis. Dragosix has Lenzer outside of him. Lenzer's ball going to fortuitously find its way to Stitz after a slip from Mignon. Greg dispossessed Davis, getting his head up and finding Stitz. Stitz will win the throw. Benjamin Stitz also entering college in the upcoming fall. He'll be headed to the University of Pennsylvania. Here he is again, this time swinging it in, but cleared away by a Washington player. Ehart across for Johnson. Johnson, that ball flicked on by Privet well. Now McCarthy will have the ball in the corner. Good footwork by McCarthy, getting the left-footed delivery in, deflected behind for a corner kick. Privet then over the corner kick, swinging this one in high towards the far post. The head of Gielan rising, and fortunately for Brandon Limes, it was straight at him. I was fortunate enough to watch this Baltimore Celtic side this time last year as they won the national championship. Many of the players on the field in that same team. Justin Geelan rising many times to scoring multiple headers as he's got a great leap on him. The University of Maryland will be looking to use the head of Geelan in the upcoming fall when he steps into college. Big strong header in there, in the air by Dragosix. Here he is again, this time using Ehart. Geelan, here is the Maryland man. Lenza up towards the head of Dragosix again. Brandon Limes well off his line, claiming that one. Hele poking that one back to the feet of Comfort. Now Limes under pressure from Stitz. Here is Limes again, comfortable on the ball in goal. Comfort. Hele looking for his captain, Griffith. Greg with a good touchdown there, and Griffith will have the ball again. Opportunity to get his head up. He'll opt to go back to his central defender. Here come Washington. The ball is not going to go over the head of Brian Lenza, but under pressure from Labage. Geelan bringing that one down on his chest. Here's Privet. Wide for the run of Johnson. Stitz now checking inside. Good little touch there from the centre forward. Johnson. Looking for the run of Stitz. Geelan. Justin Geelan. Now finding Stitz again. Stitz will settle there for a corner kick, and another opportunity for Baltimore to get the ball into the box as Brandon Knapp strides forward from the back. Ball coming in towards the near post. It's flicked on, but headed away by a white shirt. Dragosix picking this up, about 35 yards out. Privet trying to flick that one into the path of Davis. Davis will do well to keep it in. He hasn't managed to do so. It will be a goal kick. Going to see the first change of the game here as Washington Premier going to withdraw number 16, Dane Heller. Taking his place is number 12, Jacob Kiesler. Like for like substitution as Kiesler steps onto this right-hand side. Limes, short for Comfort. Comfort on the ball again. Kiesler with his first touch of the game. He's going to give it straight to Stitz. Stitz will clip that towards the run of Geelan, but a white body in the way. Better touch this time from Kiesler. That one hooked clear. McCarthy. McCarthy wide for Stitz. Stitz's ball in towards Geelan. Doesn't get a clean header on the ball. It's still bouncing around the 18-yard area. Now wide on the right-hand side. Kiesler, the substitute, under a strong challenge from Anant Johnson, and he'll win the throw. Baltimore Celtic going to make a change here, taking off number 20, Luke Davis. Coming on in his place, number 14, John Nolan. Johnson and Kiesler both feeling the after effects of that challenge, but both look fine to carry on. Here is Kiesler up against Johnson again. Again, Johnson wins that battle. Stitz. Privet. Wide for Gielen. Has Lenza making a run ahead of him. He's going to look instead towards the substitute. Nolan's touch wayward. Now Stitz into the path of Gielen. Gielen with a shooting opportunity, and there is the opening goal in this semi-final. Justin Gielen now the outright top goal scorer in this under-18 boys national championship series. Benjamin Stitz doing a great job there of pulling it down his chest and poking it into the path of his strike partner, Justin Gielen. Tidy finish from the University of Maryland commit, slotting that one past the outstretched limes into the bottom left-hand corner, and Baltimore Celtic then taking the lead. Emmanuel Nicasio is going to enter the game for Washington Premier, as they have 15 minutes left in this half to try and pull that goal back before the break. Here come Baltimore Celtic again, this time on the left-hand side. McCarthy challenging Griffith. He's going to win that off Griffith. Griffith does well to recover. Johnson there fouling Kiesler this time around. Kiesler's ball upfield again is going to be pulled back as it was still rolling. So a goal inside the first 30 minutes of this semi-final should open things up a little bit and make for a good spectacle for us. Here come Washington again. Dragosix fouling Labarge. Be a free kick for Washington Premier just inside Baltimore's half. Washington then losing this opportunity to put bodies forward, loading the rear post. Here comes that ball in up towards the penalty spot, punched away by Andrew Holt, hooked back into the air by De La Luz. Privet now with Stitz outside of him. Stitz touching that one inside onto his left foot, clipping over into the run of McCarthy. McCarthy 1v1 against Griffith. Going to hit this one with the right foot, McCarthy, but it's along the ground into the arms of Limes. A piece of footwork there by Devin McCarthy to make himself half a yard and get the shot away. Referee spots the foul there on De La Luz. He'll win his side the free kick. Washington then clipping that upfield. Put back the other way by Lenza, and now Stitz striding forward. Stitz for Johnson. The referee will say no advantage and call it back for the free kick. Baltimore are going to get it straight underway again. Johnson. Inside for Privet. Now Dragosix. Trying to find the run of Lenza. A little bit too much on that through ball. It's going to be a goal kick. As the sun pokes its head over the clouds for the first time this morning. Floodlights still on here as the cloud cover made it quite dark here. That ball over the top is going to be called back as the assistant referee has his flag raised on the near side. Offside the call. Long free kick upfield towards Stitz. Stitz bringing that one down on his chest. Up towards the head of Nolan. Oh, Greg. Greg picking it up again as Kiesler outside him chooses instead to go into the middle for Nicasio. Nicasio looked to have been fouled, but he's back on his feet again, still with the ball. Kiesler. A couple of step overs from Kiesler and still with the ball. Trying to thread that into the path of Greg. Knapp being fouled, and he'll have the free kick. Going to see a change then for Baltimore Celtic. And then Johnson coming off the field, still feeling the after effects of that challenge. Ian McDonald will come on and head out to the right-hand side with Brian Lenzer heading over to the left. Brian Lenzer himself also committed for this upcoming fall. He'll be heading to Johns Hopkins University. There's Privet forward for McCarthy. McCarthy can't find Stitz, but he'll win that ball back, and now McCarthy, space to get a delivery in, trying to find the dangerous Geelan at the far post. Geelan now back for Privet. Privet getting underneath that one and putting it over onto the road behind the goal. Goal kick for Washington Premier. Here comes the goal kick from Limes. Strong challenge coming in from Nolan. Nicasio laying it back for Menon. Here's Privet now for Baltimore. Dragosix. Lenzer will go back to his keeper, but that pass is weak, and Knapp will have to step in and help out his left fullback. Griffith for Kiesler. Kiesler dispossessed by McCarthy. McCarthy having his shirt tugged by Kiesler, ripping the badge off the sleeve. Assistant referee with his flag raised again. It's going to be an offside. Referee will stop play as we'll have a couple of substitutions for Washington Premier and another for Baltimore Celtic. Going to see Herson Morales come into the game for Devin McCarthy for the team in black, and Craig Johnson and David Mansfield, the two to the end of the game in white, with Mitchell Hutter and Gilbert de la Luz making way. Here's Geelan for Privet. Dragosix, and now wide for Lenzer. Lenzer upfield towards the substitute Morales. Morales with two defenders for company. He'll foul, and Washington with a chance to settle the game down again. Limes upfield. Header won by Dragosic. Nolan. Nolan also brought down. Referee will pull it back for the free kick. Andrew Privet over the ball as Ian McDonald makes his way forward from right back. Privet's delivery coming in towards the far post and straight into the arms of Limes. Limes then high upfield towards Greg. Morales with the flick on towards Stitz. Stitz getting his head up and keeping the ball here with Lenza. Dragosic. Nolan. Here's Privet. Spraying this one out to McDonald on the right. McDonald with the delivery. It's a good ball in. 3 Baltimore players in there. It's not able to reach any of them. It's going to go behind for a goal kick. High upfield then. It's going to be one in the air by Greg. Dragosic. Morales. He can't flick that one into the path of Stitz. It's going to find its way back to Limes again. Looked like a foul there, but Washington now on the ball. That ball over the top. Into the path of Johnson. Johnson challenging again, but he's going to give away a goal kick. So as we edge into the last few minutes of this half, Baltimore still leading Washington Premier goal to nil thanks to that goal from Justin Geelan after Benjamin Stitz prodded it perfectly into his path. Tidy finish in the end by the right-sided forward. As Holt gets this one up over the halfway line. The flick on is going to find the run of Nolan. Nolan looking for Geelan, but Geelan flat-footed, caught out by Johnson. Here's Kiesler's going to try and keep this one in. Kiesler cannot. He's disappointed with the service coming out his way, and it'll be Lenza with the throw. Lenza, who started this game at right full-back, now finds himself at left full-back. Morales won't get his head on that one. It's going to be hoofed high up into the air by Comfort. Here is Morales. Trying to get the better of Griffith, but Griffith winning the throw-in. Referee initially given that throw to Washington after consulting with his assistant referee. He's going to go the other way now. Privet. Switching play has McDonald on the right-hand side. Here is Ian McDonald crossing towards Stitz. This time he'll hook it into the path of Geelan. Geelan will try and keep this one in. He can't do that, and we'll have a goal kick for Washington Premier. It's Comfort. The pressure from Stitz. Wants to go back to his goalkeeper in Limes. Now Labarge. Labarge flicking that one forward, and strong challenge coming in from Ehart. Ehart again, this time looking forward for Morales at the far post, finding the hands of Limes. Kiesler trying to knock that and run past Brian Lenzer. Lenzer will win the throw. The fourth official has his electronic board raised. We'll have 1 minute of added time here at the end of the first half. Here come Washington yet again. Bodies streaming forward. Johnson clipping this one towards the runner in Greg. Greg's going to be forced wide, but he has Kiesler for support. Kiesler's ball inside. Now Johnson, hooked clear by Dragosix, up to Stitz. Now space on the right hand side for Justin Gielen. Justin Gielen checking it inside, back outside onto his right and clipping it towards the far post. Not far away from the top corner, but instead he'll go behind for a goal kick. The referee checks his watch, and there is the halftime whistle. So 45 minutes played here in this under-18 boys semi-final matchup. Baltimore Celtic leading Washington Premier by a 1-0. They're 45 minutes away from doing exactly as they did this time last year and qualifying for that national championship game. We'll be back with you for the second half just after this.
AE Engine, AmericanEagle.com, Bag Tags, Bubba Burger, Cliff Kids, Dick's Sporting Goods, Expand a Brand, Nesquik, Fusionetics, MLS, Nike Soccer, Positive Coaching Alliance, Premier International Tours, Soccer Shots, Sun-Made Raisins, Target, Turbo Sports Group, United Soccer Coaches, Wilson Trophy Company, and Yokohama.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
it has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups that kind of emulate the Maguire Cup.
Winning the Maguire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period. That's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied Maguire Cup?
Forget last year. It's gone. Ancient history. It's time to forget about failure and how you came up short, how you missed the mark. Yeah, it's time to forget about the man you should have marked, the run you should have made. Remember that shot you should have taken? Time to let it all go. Forget about it. It's time to go to work.
Washington Premier then getting us back underway here at the start of the second half. Baltimore Celtic currently leading them by a 1-0. That goal coming off the boot of Justin Geelan. Team from Maryland currently 45 minutes away from a national championship game. Referee calling a foul there as Privet goes down. Winner of this game will play either downtown Las Vegas or West Coast FC. Those two sides currently tied goalless over on field 7. Baltimore Celtic then with an early opportunity to get this ball into the box. The dangerous Justin Geelan always looking likely in the air at the far post. Comes the ball in from Davis. It's going to bounce down just on the penalty spot. Strike coming in. A shot from Stitz. Half-hearted one with the left boot from the edge of the area and into the arms of Limes. We've had a half-time goalkeeping change for Baltimore Celtic. Andrew Holt, the man between the posts in the first half. He's been replaced by number 0, Ryan Miller. As that one goes out of play. Here's Brian Lenzer with the throw. Back out to right fullback at the start of the second half. Geelan, good strong play there. Now Davis. Stitz. His throw looking for the 1-2 from Privet, but it's going to be hooked away. Carlson now back up top for the team in white. Here will be the first contribution from Ryan Miller. Knapp looking forward. Knapp will have a second bite at it. Now out to the left towards Geelan. Heavy pressure there on Nolan. Nolan dispossessed. Carlson then. Now Morales. Out on that left still. Manages to keep that ball in. Privet back for Morales. He can't poke that one past Menon. And Menon will be fouled by Privet. So that first half goal, only the third goal conceded by Washington Premier in this tournament. Baltimore Celtic scoring their 6th. Justin Geelan here heading it away. Geelan now the outright top goal scorer in the under-18 boys division. His first half goal putting him a goal ahead of Ethan Carlson, his opposite number. Here's Lenzer. Lenzer wide trying to find Geelan, but pipped off by a white shirt. Labarge crossing opportunity here, and he's wasted it, putting that one behind for a goal kick. Miller then to get us back moving again with the goal kick. Up towards halfway, Stitz and Geelan rising. Geelan wins the header. Morales can't recover that ball. And now Griffith upfield towards De La Luz. Put back out of play by Knapp. Beautiful morning here at the Toyota Soccer Center. It's been boiling hot for most of the week here in Frisco. But plenty of cloud cover this morning, keeping the sun away and making for a beautiful temperature for this game. As the long throw comes in for Washington Premier, in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, headed away by Geelan. The strike coming in from distance by the captain Griffith is over the bar, and it'll be another goal kick. Temperatures well over 100 degrees on each of the 3 group stage games. We're very fortunate to have this cloud cover this morning. Miller up towards Gielan. Gielan losing out to Labage in the air there. Doesn't lose many aerial duels, does Gielan, but he'll have the ball again now. He's brought down by Hutter, but play goes on. Stitz. Good check inside by the left foot of Stitz. Privet. Back out to the number 8. Butler putting that one inside. Here's Butler again. Good win there by Jordan Ehart. Labage, couple of step overs, good piece of skill. Looks to get this one up the line towards Carlson. That one poked behind by Knapp. Washington will have a throw in as coach Kevin Skinner trying to get his side going. Once more from his side. In comes the long throw from Labage towards the edge of the 6, headed away again by Gielan, winning everything in the air defensively when he comes back. Miller getting this one high upfield. Stitz challenging. Stitz losing out to Menon. Menon will win the second ball as well, but it's only into the path of Privet. Now Morales. Johnston streaming forward outside him, but Morales can't find him. Here's Hutter inside for Greg. And Menon. Washington Premier struggling to build any sort of possession in the final third. They do well on the ball in the defensive and middle third, but as soon as they get to that final third, they can't quite find the right ball. As Davis has the ball now for Baltimore. Stitz on the right-hand side again. Out of play off the boot of Hele. Lenzer then with the throw. Has the option in Stitz. Stitz, 2-man for company, losing out. Ball up, out of play, off the shoulder of Davis. Tempo of this second half has been quite slower than what we saw in the first half so far. Pretty cagey early on. I'm sure Baltimore will be completely fine with that. Lenzer upfield, brought down well by the chest of Stitz. Now into the path of Gielan. Justin Gielan breaking into the box on the right-hand side, cutting back inside, looking for space for a shot. He'll dink that towards the far post, and in the end, the shot coming in by Nolan into the arms of Limes. Good opportunity there for Justin Gielan as Stitz poked it forward into his path again. Labage was doing the recovery work and keeping tabs on the only goal scorer in this game. Now Davis looking for that runner again in Gielan. Out of play by Butler. Baltimore trying to get it going immediately Long throw in towards the penalty spot. Here's Morales trying to get that one out of his feet. It's going to be nipped away by Comfort. Baltimore looking to add to that 1-goal lead and give themselves a cushion. Here's Morales. Morales can't get the better of Griffith. Knapp. Just hooking that one into the channel. Labage upfield and off the boot of Lenza for a Washington throw. Davis in there trying to win that ball back, and his side will have the throw in. That ball upfield by Hutter. Hutter trying to seek out De La Luz, but again won well by the Baltimore defense. And now Nolan for Stitz. Ehart trying to step in, he'll find himself out of position, and Knapp will hook it clear. Privet up for Morales. Morales asking for the foul there, but nothing given, and now Gregg dispossessed by Davis. Davis getting his head up and trying to poke that forward into the path of Morales. Morales will challenge, and Griffith will get it clear. That ball back again. Luke Davis on the ball again. Davis has the run of Gielan to his right. Gielan, his touch is heavy, but he'll win it back. Nolan. Stitz wide on the right. Stitz has a 1v1 opportunity here. Coming inside, checking back out, and clear the end by Manon. Luke Davis putting in a lot of work early on here in the second half, popping up all over the field. That time winning it back on the far side and almost creating an opportunity for Justin Gielan. Here's Privet. Lenza swinging that one in towards that man Gielan. Headed away by Hutter. Davis again battling for the ball. Ehart trying to find Morales. Inside again for Davis. Davis dispossessed well by Gregg. Gregg needs runners ahead of him, but there's no one up there. He'll do well to win the throw. Griffith with time and space here, clipping this one upfield. It's a good ball, almost finding the run of hell, but it's going to end up behind the goal for a goal kick. Ehart. Privet wide for Lenza. Gregg intercepting that one, but Lenza's going to win it back. And now Privet looking across for Davis, only going to find the boot of Griffith. Neither side really having a whole lot of possession in this half. Baltimore trying to change that. Now Nolan wide for Gielan, scorer of the only goal so far in this game. Ball through for Nolan. Nolan with a good touch inside. He's going to use Gielan outside him again. Nolan with a blind pass inside, won't find anyone. So we've had a goal over on field 7. The 59th minute, downtown Las Vegas taking the 1-goal lead over West Coast FC. So as it stands, Baltimore Celtic will be meeting downtown Las Vegas tomorrow morning in the final. Let's see what Washington Premier have to say about that. Good challenge there. Sliding in was Ehart. Baltimore coach is not happy with the tempo of the game right now. They're going to bring on number 12, Devin McCarthy. Be a straight swap again on the left-hand side as Herson Morales makes way. Long throw from Labarge straight at the feet of Knapp. Here's Menon. Now Johnson for Baltimore. That ball over the top, seeking out Hele. Hele having a run at Lenza. Lenza tracking back well and getting that one upfield. Here he is again, the right fullback. His ball inside is not going to find the feet of Gielan. It's Menon now for Washington. Good challenge from Hutter. Greg. De La Luz. De La Luz still on the ball. Too many touches there. Losing out. Jared Butler. Stitz is going to dispossess Butler, but Butler will recover to poke that back for Limes. The Baltimore bench. Coach Barry Stitz not happy. Thinking that was a foul by Butler as he won the ball back. Lenza's header to the path of Carlson. Carlson now for De La Luz. De La Luz 1v1. Into the box, the challenge coming in. Chipped into the back post and just over the head of Dane Heller, who was ghosting in, unmarked. Baltimore getting away with that one. Here's Stitz, has Gielan in acres of space on the right-hand side. Menon, wide. Griffith. Griffith lifting this one up towards De La Luz, and out to meet it is Ryan Miller. Privet, forward for Stitz. Stitz now looking to get Gielan in behind. Touch inside from Gielan. He's on the ball still. The linesman signaling a foul there against Gielan on Labarge. Didn't look like there was much in that at all. The Baltimore bench on their feet. Have to say, I do agree with them on that call. Washington really getting away with one as Gielan looks to drive into the box. Comfort. De La Luz losing out. Now Stitz breaking forward. Stitz has Gielan making a run across to him. Gielan sliding in. There is the second goal. Justin Gielan again tapping home. Again the assist coming from Benjamin Stitz. Thought they should have been in behind before, but they won't care a jot as they've got in behind, and Gielan sliding into the far post to tap that one home. Baltimore Celtic now looking like they're heading towards that national championship game. Washington Premier have it all to do here in the second half. Justin Gielan then cementing himself atop the goal-scoring charts, now on 5 for the tournament. as the man closest to him in that ranking makes way. Haven't seen a great deal of Ethan Carlson today. The striker comes off to be replaced by a left back in Colton Size. As Washington Premier try to control Justin Geelan on the ball again now. Geelan on a hat-trick. He'll poke it forward to Stitz. He'll have Stitz to thank for both of his goals today. Both being put on a platter. Davis now with Stitz. Stitz striking that one with the left foot. Had the option of McCarthy outside him. Chose not to use him. So the University of Pennsylvania man, Stitz, is going to be a rival this fall with Justin Geelan as he heads to the University of Maryland. But for now, on the same team and combining well for a 2-goal lead. That's a second goal. Goes in over on field 7. Downtown Las Vegas also now taking a 2-goal lead, looking as though they may be the ones to meet Baltimore Celtic if scores remain as they are. Here's Menon. Wide for De La Luz. That one's going to break to Labage on the edge of the area. Labage trying to make space for a shot. Instead opts to try and find Zachary Gregg, but his pass no good. Behind for a goal kick. Knapp then getting us back underway. Here's ball forward, looking for Stitz, brought down well by the number 8. Here's the substitute, Says. Great challenge again there from Stitz, and now Geelan unmarked on the right, has Stitz outside him, uses him. It's going to force him pretty deep. He'll do well to keep it in, but he has done. It's only going to find Jared Butler at the near post. Here comes Butler. Looking for support as he drives out from the back. Says. Menon. Zachary Gregg is going to go back to his centre-back Comfort. De La Luz, time to turn. Stride into space. He's only going to find Lenzer though, and Lenzer's ball is high into the air, flicked on by Nolan. That ball over the head of Heller. Here comes Privet. Privet trying to put that into the path of Stitz. Geelan now will put it up towards Privet again. Privet into the 18-yard box with space. Cutting it back for Stitz. Stitz can't quite poke that one goalwards. It's going to go behind for a goal kick. Benjamin Stitz, provider of both of the Baltimore goals, setting up Justin Geelan in the first and second half. Unable to direct that one goalwards for a goal of his own. And here Washington Premier with it all to do in the remaining 20 minutes or so. We're going to bring on 2 substitutes. Jacob Kiesler and Emmanuel Nicasio are going to step onto the field for the team from the Northwest. McCarthy flicking that on towards Stitz. Back for Nolan. Davis. Nolan, Johnson's ball scooped up into the air. We'll have to try and recover now as Kiesler is breaking forward. Kiesler on the right-hand side into the area. Ball coming in, chance here, and the shot in the end. Emmanuel Nicasio, the 2 substitutes combined, and he can't direct it goalwards. As Ryan Miller in the Baltimore goal, breathes a sigh of relief. Great opportunity that for Washington Premier to pull a goal back and really make these last 20 minutes interesting. Miller with the goal kick upfield. Won by Menon. Greg back to Menon again. Again looking for the run of Kiesler. Kiesler's not going to get there ahead of Miller. Now Davis with a chance to step forward for Baltimore Celtic. It's McCarthy infield for Stitz. He can't find the return pass to McCarthy. Privet. Wide for Lenzer. Lenzer towards McCarthy. McCarthy lent that run for Stitz, but may have been better suited taking that one on himself. Comfort. Butler wide for size. Under pressure from Gielan. Feeds it forward. He's Lenzer now though. Gielan with the left back forward has space to drive into. Here comes Justin Gielan into the right hand side of the box, cutting it back for McCarthy, and his strike trying to place that in the top right corner. Devin McCarthy instead floats it over the bar. Really good opportunity there for Baltimore Celtic to put this game almost beyond doubt. As they're going to make the change themselves. We'll see Dragicic, the man who started this game, on to replace Luke Davis. Limes with the goal kick then upfield. Put out of play by Gielan. Probably had more time than he thought there. Colton Size then with the throw. Lenzer taking his time over the throw. Up towards the head of Gielan, flicked on towards Stitz. Stitz himself flicks it towards Nolan, and now that one put up into the air by Butler. Gielan will let that run for a throw, and ball into the box towards Nolan. Nolan flicking it on. McCarthy slipping though, and Washington will come out here. Labage. No longer playing at left fullback, now playing in the centre of midfield. His ball is wide, and that one lifted to the edge of the area. Isn't going to find anyone in white. As John Nolan steps on it in acres of space. Gielan to his right, he'll use Gielan. Nolan, the 1-2 of Dragicic. Gielan clipping that one, looking for the head of Stitz, but it's miscued and into the arms of Limes. Menon. Good touch there by Kiesler. Kiesler's looked dangerous, using his pace, trying to get in behind, though Washington Premier will want him a little bit higher up the field than that. This ball now almost into the path of McCarthy. Cut out well by Comfort. Griffith under challenge from Nolan. Griffith, the foul actually from Menon. Baltimore are going to have a free kick here. So another opportunity for the Maryland side just to take the sting out of the game, slow things down, and force Washington to throw bodies back as they look to load the 18-yard box. The head of Justin Gielan, always a danger from balls into the box. Privet then over the ball. 4 at the back post in black and green. Here comes Privet's right-footed delivery towards the edge of the 6-yard box, and Limes rising as there's half a shout for a penalty. Gielan feeling as though he was pushed. Says. He'll have it back. His pass is straight to Lenza. Now Dragasits. Dragasits under pressure from 2, wins inside the throw. Nolan. Menon. Kiesler looking to get the better of both McCarthy and Johnson. Numbers will pay off there, and now Nolan with space again to get this ball forward for Baltimore. Justin Gielan on this right-hand side. Here's Dragasits. Chance to shoot with his left foot here, blocked away by Comfort. McCarthy will just dink that one in towards the head of Stitz. Labage, good touchdown on the chest there. Looking for the runner in Heller, but intercepted well and upfield off the right boot of Jordan Nehart. Nolan. Now Privet with Johnson to his left. Anant Johnson wide for McCarthy. McCarthy this time swinging it in with the right foot. The head of Nolan rising, but Nolan can't find that one on target. Instead, it will be a goal kick. Limes then with the long ball upfield. Dragasits unchallenged in the air. Gielan winning the second. Privet. McCarthy. Now Stitz. Stitz looking for the return pass, thinking McCarthy had made the run in inside, but he had stayed wide, and Washington will have the ball again. But Stitz doing really well to win it back. This time McCarthy on it is brought down by Comfort. Be another free kick for Baltimore Celtic. Around 35 to 40 yards out to the left side of the goal. Again, Andrew Privet, the man placing the ball down. We're well into the final 15 minutes of this under-18 boys semi-final here at the US Youth Soccer National Championships, and Baltimore Celtic currently leading Washington Premier by 2-0. Justin Gielan for goal in the first half and another in the second half, both assisted by Benjamin Stitz. He'll be looking for a hat-trick, and Baltimore will be looking to book their place in the championship game. Here's Privet then. Privet swinging it in towards the far post. Gielan is there, but it's too far away from him, and it'll be a goal kick for Washington Premier. As Limes will look to get it underway straight away. He's going to find the head of Gielan in for Stitz, but Stitz was still coming back from the goal kick and was in an offside position. Limes again trying to get this underway immediately. Washington have no time to waste if they want to pull these 2 goals back high upfield using the wind. The bounce might find it into the path of Helles. He has his back to goal in a wide area. Clipping it in towards the near post. Dragasits there to hook it upfield. Here is number 3, Dragasits again. Nolan turning, threading it in for Privet. Privet battling with Griffith. Will get it wide from McCarthy, and here comes Nolan through the middle. Nolan unable to sort his feet out there. Excellent step though by Knapp to get that one clear. Dragasits, ball over the top. Stitz now wide on the right. Gielan inside. Stitz checking back onto his right, back onto his left with the shot with the left. Straight into the body of Butler, and Butler will clear. Here comes Labage. Washington trying to drive forward here. Greg. Dispossessed again. That man, Knapp. Baltimore captain having an excellent game at centre-back. Here he is again. Up to the right-hand side towards Stitz. Stitz inside. Has Dragosits alongside him. Dragosits shooting opportunity again. Butler with the block, but it's going to fall for Gielan. Dragosits. Gielan, space and time to get the shot away. Straight into the body of Limes, though. Unable to complete his hat-trick there was Gielan. But again, for Washington Premier, it's going to come straight back at them. The ball from Jordan Ehart, though, not going to create a chance for Brian Lenzer, and Washington again with the goal kick. They aren't helping themselves, Washington Premier. Every time they get an opportunity to get the ball forward, they're rushing things and being dispossessed by Baltimore players. Assistant referee on the far side with the flag raised. Baltimore another opportunity to relax, get themselves set back up and take more of the sting out of this game. Dragosits will knock that back for Ehart. Here's Nolan. Nolan's been excellent in the second half in central midfield. Connecting play really well between the defenders and the front three. Dragosits. Privet will look wide for Johnson. Nicasio dispossessed. Dragosits again looking forward. Here's McCarthy. McCarthy shooting with his left foot. Unable to work the keeper. It's going to find its way behind for a goal kick. Going to see a change here for the team in white. Washington Premier going to bring on number 3, David Mansfield. Mansfield will be on in place of Dane Heller. Heller with a really good opportunity for Washington Premier to pull a goal back when the score had just become 2-0, but unable to do so, and they're into the final 10 minutes of this game, needing 2 goals to force extra time. Lenzer happy to take his time over the throw. High upfield towards the head of Nolan's going to skip over his head. Stitz will poke that one out of play for a throw. Gielan now under the challenge of Mansfield. Mansfield on, sitting just in front of that central defensive pair. Lenzer up towards Gielan. Gielan doesn't win the flick on that time. Here is the substitute Mansfield back for Butler. He'll use his centre-back partner in Comfort. Privet intercepting that forward pass, and Johnson heading forward towards McCarthy. Here's Privet again. Ball forward into the path of Gielan. Gielan, time to get this delivery into the box. It's dealt with by Butler. Now the captain, Griffith. Labage has a runner through the middle, but can only find the feet of Knapp. Stitzel challenge for that one. The assistant has his flag up for offside, but despite Washington coming forward with the ball, it'll be called back for the free kick. Limes looking to get this one high upfield. it goes. The ball flicked on by Greg. Took a deflection and Labarge will be over the throw. As Baltimore Celtic look to bring on some fresh legs in Abdelrahman El Masri. El Masri is going to come on to replace Benjamin Stitz. Impressive today. Provided both of the goals for Justin Gielan. He'll take a seat and El Masri will look to run down any balls into the channel in these final minutes. Headed out by Knapp and Gielan upfield looking towards the fresh El Masri. Mansfield, cross for Comfort. Comfort challenged by El Masri, but they'll come away with the ball, Will Washington, and now Labarge. Gielan. Now Privet wide for Lenza. Lenza looking upfield to El Masri. Labarge upfield looking for Greg. Greg will flick that inside, but Nolan will head it forwards. Kiesler. Washington just unable to find a fellow white shirt in that final third. As we're into the final few minutes here, that ball forward, the flick on coming in from Zachary Gregg. Looked dangerous as Ryan Miller came rushing out of his goal, but the ball's going to find its way behind for a goal kick. Miller then happy to take his time over the goal kick. Baltimore Celtic just minutes away from booking their place in the US Youth Soccer Under-18 Boys National Championship game. Greg, wide for Griffith. Griffith dinking this one towards the far post. The header coming in from Nicasio is going to be tamely at the feet of Ryan Miller, who'll take his time here. Downtown Las Vegas still leading their game 2-0 over on field 7. As things stand, it'll be a Las Vegas-Baltimore final. Here's El Masri on the right-hand side, looking to drive at the Washington defense. He'll get an opportunity for a cross here. It's deflected and headed into the path of Nolan. His effort on the full volley. Not the contact he was looking for, and it'll be a goal kick. Limes with the ball upfield. Headed back by Gielan. Here's that man again, the current leader in the golden boot race for this tournament. 5 goals, excuse me, to his name. He's looking for his 6th. Privet heads that one forward. Says. Labarge under pressure from Lenza. Says then again. Butler can't keep that one in. Labarge back for Mansfield. He returns the favour to Labarge. Nipped out well by Lenza, and Gielan will keep that one in play for Nolan. Nolan's pass a poor one, and now Comfort with his ball at the back. Griffith. Here's Mansfield. Looking for the big switch of play to Labarge. Labarge does well to bring it down in the area, but good defending by Lenza. Fourth official with his board raised now. We're going to have 3 minutes of added time. Washington Premier needing 2 goals in those 3 minutes if they are going to force this game into extra time. Mansfield over then to deliver this with the right foot. His ball in towards the far post. We headed back in by Manon. It's bouncing down again, but Miller will come and claim that one comfortably. Miller taking his time here. Telling the Washington attackers to come and get it. Mansfield. No urgency whatsoever by Washington Premier. They needing 3 goals in under 2 minutes, but they're not even looking to get the ball forward here. As Baltimore Celtic have a throw on the far side. So Washington Premier, after scoring all those goals in the group stage, unable to find the back of the net in this semi-final, and looking as though they're going to fall down when it counts. Baltimore Celtic, the runners-up in Group B, really stepping it up in this game, and the combination of Benjamin Stitz and Justin Gielan, the man who's on the ball now looking for his hat-trick, has El Masri inside. The back heel trying to find El Masri. He'll use Gielan again, but the number 10 will have strayed offside. Limes, long ball upfield towards Greg. Wide now with Griffith. Griffith's ball in towards the head of Labarge. That's going to be headed goalwards, but it's going to sail straight into the hands of Ryan Miller. Miller again placing this ball and telling Washington to come and get it. His pass upfield, brought down by Gielan. Privet now. And that is the final whistle from the referee. So here on field 6 at the Toyota Soccer Center, it's Baltimore Celtic taking this semi-final win by 2 Justin Gielan goals to 0 over Washington Premier. They will meet, as it stands, downtown Las Vegas, who currently lead 2-0 over on field 7 in the national championship game over there tomorrow morning. Thank you for joining us for this game. We hope you'll join us for our next game here on field 6, and I'm sure you'll be tuning in for the under-18 boys final tomorrow morning. So for now, it's goodbye. We'll see you soon.